All right.
Give us a rundown of the truck that's like yours temporarily for now.
Mine for the quest. This is my questing rig.
The quest rig.
Yeah. It's like I borrowed a horse from the king to go on a quest, you know? Well, I want to start off by, of course, I've got my Sci Productions hoodie on. That's the most important part. Hat. And the NAFS hat, right? Gotta represent my set, you know what I mean? All joking aside, this truck was put together by Oregon Truck and Auto Authority out of Medford, Oregon, and this is one sweet build. I actually had a job for a while where I was working with a high-end off-road builder in Salt Lake City, and I've driven my fair share of great builds. This is right up there with them. So basically like running boards, rear bumpers, all CBI. We've got a wide array of Baja Design lights. So we've got the lights up top. We've got Baja Designs down here in the bumper. And you know, you've got your yellow field, you got your white field, and then of course, right, you got your regular old headlights. We've got a worn winch with synthetic rope, which is awesome. I've got the controller there in the console. Haven't had to use it yet. Almost had to use it today.
Well, all three of us.
Yeah, but there was another guy with a Raptor pulled up with one, so he got to use his. So we'll use it eventually, maybe. Really, really awesome wrap that we were able to get done on this thing, which looks really good. Got the black Rhino wheels with the Nitto tires. As you can see, these were brand new when I started.
These were brand new when you started?
Brand new when I started.
You got some miles on those boys. Sheesh.
I got some miles on them, so we're probably gonna have to change the shoes out before I'm done. I've actually really been digging the Nittos. On my 4Runner at home, I've got KO2s. I really like those KO2s. I got like 80,000 miles on my KO2s. Like, they were so good. But these Nittos have been really good as well.
We got to get you some Firestone next.
Yeah, some Firestone. That's what I'm talking about. So we got a Prinsu rack. We got Rome boxes up top. These have been really handy. When I first started this thing off, I was just like running and gunning. I hadn't even used them, and I started like stuff piling up, and I was like, I need somewhere to put stuff. And dude, these have been clutch, just clutch. Yeah.
I talked about my philosophy of this truck. Everything's below cab.
Yeah.
My Tacoma, because it's similar to this with the short bed, I think I'm going to have to run boxes. It's going against what I said, but it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's with like miles on the road, tons of miles on the road. I finally broke down, was like, I'm using them, and I'm stoked I got them.
And what is this truck? This is obviously a third-gen Tacoma, probably a 21?
If I remember right, it's a 21.
Okay.
If I remember right. It might be a 19, but I'm pretty sure it's a 21.
And it looks like it's a TRD off-road.
Yep, TRD off-road.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, and then coming towards the back, we've got the Smart Cap. I've had Smart Caps on a handful of vehicles. I really like the Smart Cap. I think they're great. I actually had one of these on a Raptor that got jumped, like super jumped, and it had like a bunch of stuff in the Smart Cap, and nothing was messed up, and the cap was like perfect afterwards. So these are tough too, which is really cool. I've got an FSR tent that I've never used.
We're gonna change that tonight.
I think tonight's the night. So I've got over 13,000 miles in the last like month and a half. I've hiked about 200 miles, so I'm just running and gunning. Like, this is literally the second time I've been in the mountains camping. I'm usually on the side of the road, you know, like a, I don't know, homeless person or something. So
I mean, that's your style.
Yeah, I'm a hobo. That's what I do. I just move.
You would think like, oh, he sleeps in the cap. No. Where do you sleep in this truck?
Front seat, baby. Let me show you.
Give us a rundown.
Really okay, so let's say, you know, maybe I drove 400 or 500 miles. I hiked, 15 miles with some elevation gain. Then maybe I drove another 200-300 miles, right? So it's like 2 in the morning. I've got to be up at 6 for the next trail. So I do this. Let's pretend that went all the way back, and then I do this. All the way back. It's about, I don't know, what is that, like a 45-degree angle?
Yeah, probably, especially with all your gear back there.
Yep, that's all I get.
This is it.
That's how I've been sleeping for the last 2 months.
Wow, dude, that's amazing. I've done that in trucks a handful of times, and I don't want to do it ever again.
Dude, I was at your house last night, and I was like, I don't want to break the streak, and so I totally like slept in the cab of the truck while I was at Talon's
Ashley
house.
was offended. She's like, "Is the guest room dirty? Does he not like it?" I'm like, "No, it's just Zach."
Just who I am. Yeah. Just who I am. This has been my first experience with the splitting gates on the bumper. Mm-hmm. Normally, I've had like a single tire swing. I really like the split gate. It is definitely the way to go. If you're gonna run stuff on the back and you need access to your back still, split gate's the only way to go, hands down. We've got a handyman jack on the back, which I honestly hope I never have to use. I grew up using handyman jacks, and they're a bit of a nightmare, to be 100% honest. Mm-hmm. I've got the body armor. I can use it. don't want to use it. I've got a whole 2-gallon gas tank on the back, which I thought was actually kind of funny with the build.
You need that with the Tacoma, though.
Yeah, but this is the thing is I ended up a mountain, and that 2 gallons made the difference between getting home and not getting home. So I can't harsh it. I just can't harsh it. Full-size spare, of course. And then inside here, this is my system. So I've got to keep my system really fluid, and it's again, I borrowed a horse from the king, so I can't outfit the horse exactly how I want it. These tubs make a great way to like move gear in and out. So basically, I've got a garage tub, I've got a random tub, like a junk drawer tub, basically. I got my clothes tub with books and stuff, and then I got my food tub, which is really rad. And then they just added this fridge, and I cannot remember, what is this? This is the National Luna. It's the Luna. So this is National Luna fridge. They just added it because Taylor Martin and Best Damn EDCs had a fridge, and I was actually rocking this whole rig just like peanut butter and honey sandwiches because I couldn't keep things cold long enough. So the fridge has been a game changer. I just had some cold grapes. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah.
That's why it's still a little messy back here. I just finished up dinner. And then, of course, we've got the bed slide, which, honestly, the bed slide's a bit of a mixed bag in my opinion. I've had other trucks and other rigs with bed slides in them. I like deck systems because you get like a enclosed bed slide, basically. With this, if you don't have everything just right, things can slide off to the side or whatever, and then you kind of have to fight it.
Yeah.
So I mean, give and take with little things. That's honestly my only real thing that I like struggle with on this truck. Everything else on this thing is just cherry. And even this is great because I can get to the back, I can get what I need. It's just like a little consideration with bedside. So yeah,
awesome,
dude.
man.
And then I mean, we got a built-in compressor, we got built-in lights, like all sorts of other fancy. But that's kind of the basic rundown of what we got here. And I think tonight we're gonna sleep in the FSR tent for the very first time.
I'm gonna force you to. So the boys up in Medford did a great job on this. It looks like a fun adventure vehicle. Zach is actually running the exact same tent that I have on the Tundra, which is the Evolution. I'm assuming, yeah, this has to be the V2 short.
Yep.
So
sure.
it's all black, almost identical to my tent, and yeah, we'll pop this thing up and you'll get some good sleep tonight.
Well, and here's the thing is Ricky from Best Damn EDC, he slept in it. I had a little co-pilot for a couple weeks. She slept in it. I still haven't slept in it. So, yeah, we'll get there tonight.
We have all the time. We
Tonight.
can set it. It takes 30 seconds, if that, to set
and
up.
it's not FSR's fault that I haven't set it up. It's me. I'm the guy. I'm the problem. Like, this is one of, in my opinion, and Talon, you've tried other tents, so you let me know. I think this is one of the best, fastest tents for take up and put down, and it's comfortable as heck. So, yeah. I've used them
it's
in the
hard to
past.
beat. In Colorado, you got tri-layer and everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're sleeping in it.
Okay, great.
Thanks, dude.